For today's good question, Joyce says, when I go to kylottery.com, there are approximately 100 scratch-off games that are supposed to be available at retail locations. However, even the Kroger store in Beaumont only has about 40 different scratch tickets available. Is there a location that sells all the scratch-off tickets? If not, how do we know where we can purchase a particular ticket? The Kentucky Lottery website can help you find locations that sell lottery tickets, but it doesn't list the specific games that business might offer. And we don't know of a business that sells every available scratch-off. Jennifer Cunningham with the Kentucky Lottery told me their recommendation would be for players to contact the individual retailer by phone to make sure they carry any specific game before making the trip to purchase. If you have a good question, you can email goodquestion@wkyt.com, and I'll see you on WKYT Mornings.